where there's just data on you.
There
right?
is.
Like, there's so many VODs. We're 6 years deep into the game. Like,
man,
if you're a notable player from a notable region, they are going to know everything about you, and you don't know anything about them, right? hrutik, though, there's enough footage here. Bouncing around SoCal and NorCal. Both of these, both of these players, if they really wanted to do their studying and practice, they definitely could have. So this was going to be a pretty competitive match.
Yeah, it most certainly is. And I think those are the matches that you just certainly look for in an event like Genesis. I mean, you know, pools are pools. You know, we definitely got to get through those. We need everybody to have their moment, you know, to shine on the stage.
Exactly.
But now it's all business. This is day number 2. You know, no more doubles. It's just singles, I think, between all the games. Yeah, at least all the platform fighters, that is, excuse me. So, yeah, it's time to play for that championship Sunday money.
Yeah, that's what it is. Trying to end up in the Civic Centers to stay in the backstage where all the glory is.
That's right.
But the glory is right here, right now. Raflow versus hrutik. Let's get game number 1 going.
It's time.
Oh, it's time. It's time.
Alrighty. Fist bumps all across the board. Let's have some fun here. It's Samus. It's Inkling. Let's make it do what it do right here. Game number 1. Small battlefield. You know the vibe. Let's roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Standing jab.
You know what? Raflow has a Palutena, right? That's what we mostly know Raflow for. It does have a secondary Samus. This is kind of what I was expecting would happen. hrutik does live in California, of course, the land of the Palutenas. So you don't really want to put yourself in a disadvantage playing that character they have so much matchup experience with.
No, you most definitely do not. Again, I think we've seen it just the match before with Siski as well versus Goblin. Now, of course, that match is a little bit different because Goblin, I think, sometimes is a little hard pressed to get off the ledge versus a character like Samus. Those ledge trapping options are vicious. I think that when it comes to mobility, you know, Inkling, you know, has themselves covered.
Yeah.
Oh, but has Raflow covered right here and a lot of ink here.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where Inkling does a pretty good job zone breaking if they need to. Their dash is amazing, right? They can get up close and personal, and if you throw out a missile or something, it might get low profiled potentially. The platforms, though, really working out for hrutik. Has Raflow right at the edge.
Smart right there for Raflow to actually hug the upper underneath of the stage, too, just to make sure to get back to that ledge as safe as possible. Trying to create himself a little bit of distance, but it's not enough space between you and hrutik to save you there. Getting it done in a big way. One stock goes up.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those things where you think about top players are just amazing at playing that corner, and hrutik really pushed Raflow right at the edge, made it so difficult to choose an option, and all it takes is just one jump, right?
No, seriously.
Okay.
Oh, and then, yes, that time not low profiling the projectile. That time just air dodging through it. hrutik right now certainly feeling themselves. Risky territory to being in the corner versus a player of Raflow's stature, but
wow, just so much patience with the shield right there for hrutik, too. With the landing there, Raflow opted to do nothing. There's the pickup, though. Okay. One stock apiece right here.
That's the sneaky part about some of Samus's aerials. You know, they're a little quicker than you might think. Now, obviously, I mean, she's nowhere near as fast as like her Zero Suit, you know, Samus counterpart, but, you know, pretty quick. You know, first hit of fair is like frame 6. You know, Nair, of course, really good, too. And then on top of that, it's a double hit as well. So she can be pretty difficult to work around, especially some of these low percent. She can beat you down really good.
Right, yeah. And having that amount of like air mobility definitely helps you cross up, stay in the front if you need to, stay in the back if you want to get both hits in there. Not many characters with like those double hitting nairs actually get both hits.
Yeah.
Samus definitely does.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. And Raflow's getting that percent done up in a big way. Trying to make up for some lost time. You got to watch yourself.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not able to find it. The percentage might not be there, but for Raflow, we can find this ledge guard. We could be up in this game.
Okay, then staring down the barrel right there, Samus's arm goes right into the charge shot in between the down special and the neutral special. Not a place most players want to be in this game.
Okay, almost with the mix-up right here to make it back onto the stage. Okay, this waiting game.
Okay, there's fair. Nice, and actually gets it that time, but not quite enough to get the stock taken. Does get the red sparks.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the hardest part about for both of these characters. Once you're at the ledge, what do you do? But more so, difficult for Inkling to make it back, right? But no, an air dodge, and we get a full flip of the scenario right here off stage.
That's right. A little bit of a situation reset here. Now it's your turn to come back to the ledge. Smart right there to actually go for the tether into the forward air again. A quick frame 6 option in the air. Get yourself a little bit of distance between you and your opponent. And then, of course, Raflow coming back onto the stage in a big way. hrutik, of course, not out at all.
Yeah, classic drop-off double jump fair. We have all seen it on Elite Smash. Rinse and repeat. But in those scenarios, they're just doing it over and over again. Sometimes they just don't expect it, honestly.
Yeah, and again, I think sometimes it's just like I think just the constant rinse and repeat of just beating you down in the same situation. I think both of these two characters locking you down at the ledge.
Yep.
Even if it's not like killing you, it's just like, oh, I'm here again and again and again. Like it's such a big part of both characters' toolkit.
Yeah.
And it could just really weigh on you sometimes.
Yeah, it's funny. We have all the stage, but we've been playing in the corner the whole time. Left and right, but never in the center.
No, it's a mini game. Well, I think we've seen what happens when you get to the center part of the stage, especially when you're scrambling to come back. That's how you end up on the receiving end of like a Samus forward air or back air, or like really any of the aerials that Inkling has.
True.
All very potent options. Nothing off the down tilt. Yeah. Good on Raflow to not roll in off the ledge either, just going for the neutral get up every time.
Having all the space really does help out so much. And you know what? As Samus, you don't really want to be running on that ink either. Just keep yourself safe away from the ink. Make sure you can keep away from Inkling. Don't let him get in for free.
Yeah, again, it's just manageability of your resources. That's kind of the name of the game here for both these two characters. As you can see right here, a bit of a switch in play style here from Raflow. Knows that he has a very commanding lead. Decided to get back off a little bit. You know, in the early part of the game, we get to see that dash attack come through. You know, some of those aerials, a frame 3 jab. I mean, she has some okay options up close. Not the fastest character out of shield, but as long as she's in the advantageous state, power suit Samus is pretty good. But once your percents hit dark red, she's backing off, you know, until she gets you to the ledge. Then it's time to make you pay for it. As you can see here,
ooh, okay. Not going for a grab right here. Potential to shield poke. Good on hrutik to get away from the situation. Right here in the center of the stage. All right. The hunt is real for Raflow, but now we're resetting back into the neutral. hrutik needs to get this percent lead back.
Oh, I love that fake out. Get off this stage. Get off this stage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that back throw should have killed like that.
It felt funny.
Yeah.
It's one of them KOs where like even we felt it on comms. Like that felt funny.
Yeah, it is kind of rough too, like when you're in those situations playing from behind for either of the characters, right? hrutik, I feel like, was doing a good job stuffing out anything Raflow wanted to do. But once Raflow got that lead, it's just a complete opposite situation. You just can't find your way in.
Yeah, it's just about knowing when that switch is going to come through for Samus. Again, you know, at lower percents, she can tangle a little bit. You know, obviously she's not going to play the up close and personal game for the majority of the match, but you know, for a good chunk of it, she can play that game with you. It's just knowing when that switch is, when you start to hit those mid to dark red percents. And when she starts to back off, do you have what it takes to adjust on the fly?
No way we saw Raflow just do jab 1 into forward smash. What a monster. Just no respect. Hey, put some respect on my boy's name.
Man,
right
just
here.
a little bit. Can we talk about it?
Yeah. We got to do the dash jabs have been pretty good for hrutik, but not able to even find a way to dash in. Maybe it's all just the back airs that set everything up and the down throw. Here's a little bit of a combo, maybe find an extension here.
And I'm liking this from hrutik too, just knowing how to adjust these combos. Again, Samus's weight a little bit different than most characters in the game. She's heavy, but she's also kind of floaty too, so have to know how to adjust these strings accordingly, because what you don't want to do is overextend on a character like Samus, because then you end up on the receiving end of a Samus boot. Great stuff right here from Raflow, going up in a big way.
I like that play too from Raflow. It makes just so much sense. This character wants to get into you, jab or grab, just the jump, the down air right where you might have been, and pick up that kill with the back air, the tipper too. So strong.
Yeah, it is. Not missing leg day for sure.
Ledge trap.
Okay, on that ink. It's going to slow you down.
Not too bad of a situation right here for hrutik though. If you can put Raflow in the corner, find that stock. But it really is about closing that distance, and we can't close it at all, even on small battlefield.
We are struggling right now. Again, it's just those dash, or not dash cancels, excuse me, wrong game. Those neutral charge cancels. That stuff right there, I think, is just starting to get into the mind of hrutik a little bit. And again, Raflow just has that ability to threaten that space between you and the opponent, but threatening space no more, said hrutik. Love that up smash, even stocks a piece. Percent's telling a little bit different of a story.
Yeah, kept the composure. I know so many times where you see a missed up special out of shield or whatnot, and you kind of scramble, especially with the platform. hrutik holding it down with the up smash, but can you hold down the stock? Nope.
Oh my goodness, and that move is just so dangerous. I think first hit is frame 8, and then -5 on shield too. Again,
dude,
that move, dude, that's a mess up. It's a messed up move, man.
It's got 2 hits.
And it has 2 hits. I mean, my character has a 2-hit aerial. I play Link, you know, back air and of course forward air.
Forward air.
So I love my 2-hit aerials. I just hate being on the receiving end of them.
Right. You think you had time to drop shield to do something? Nah, you don't.
No.
But maybe hrutik can find a stock here. What a weird angle for that to jab to finish off at. Can't find the roller and all the ink on, and Raflow still decides to dash in and go for a grab. What?
Yeah, just trying to slow down some of this footwork here, some of this perfectly placed footwork here from Raflow, putting them on top of the ink. Smart right there on Raflow to just, you know, mitigate all of that by just using tether grab. I don't even need to run on this ink. I'll just use grab to get myself out of here.
Right, yeah, having the confidence to do that too right now.
Yes.
But we can see hrutik also has that same confidence, the tech, the air dodge afterwards, a little bit of a panic right there, induced definitely from hrutik. But we still need to see that percent come back in hrutik's favor.
Oh yeah. 6%, not the worst spot to be in the world, but 76 is a little bit different of a story. Okay, A lot of action right here happening on the right side. Standing jab, frame 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't get anything off of it.
I like the patience that hrutik has in shields for these scenarios, but when your shield gets that low, you know they have to act right here. hrutik just caught at the ledge for so long, the fair, so close to finishing it off, but not yet. But the second one, maybe? No.
Okay, falling out of that. And that's one of the more unfortunate parts about Samus's toolkit is that it's easy to fall out of some of her options. But up smash, some of the Samuses say that move is not quite as reliable as it should be. Some might even argue that Gunner has the up smash that Samus should have.
Dude, Gunner's up smash is ridiculous, that's for sure.
It's actually should be against the law.
Honestly, that whole situation was so smart, too. Landing air on the shield, hits both hits of the shield. hrutik's been shielding a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to get that shield poke. that up smash to catch the shield poke, very, very smart. I don't think many people would think about that option there. Definitely an underrated tactic, poking shields.
Yeah, and just knowing when and when not to shield, I think really makes all the difference in a matchup like this, because there's parts of it where you're like, well, there's no way that Raflow wants to approach. This isn't a part of the match where, you know, I'm not in the corner of the stage, basically. So at that point, you know, Raflow's kind of staying a couple character lengths away from you. But again, if you run up and hold shield from a safe distance away, in air quotes, then she can just grab you.
Exactly,
you know, again, it's the mind game that I think Raflow just passed hrutik in here. But if there's a will, there's most certainly a way. We did see a reverse 3-0, I believe, in the last block. So anything can happen here at Genesis.
Definitely, yeah. And you're totally right, too. Like, the fact that Raflow actually goes for a lot of those feint charge shot cancels you were talking about earlier, you could just go straight into grab afterwards. So you just flicker that a little bit, and no matter how good your reaction time is, you're still guessing.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. And guess what? You're off the stage. There's back air, I believe. I'll have the bomb jump their way back and actually able to make it. Jeez. What's up with the space characters in these magnet hands? That ain't right.
Yeah, I'm surprised also hrutik actually didn't opt to go for a down air, at least as extra insurance, but maybe this up air. There you go. Booyah, baby.
What's the relationship between the ink and then on shield? Isn't it tough to get out of once they get up close and personal on you with that, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so I've talked to hrutik about this too. Thankfully I have, because that move is just weird. Yeah. So it's pretty much mix afterwards if it's close, but hold on, that up tilt was actually kind of OD.
That was filthy. That actually wasn't nothing nice.
Yeah, you don't get up tilts like that unless it's a European Samus. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. There you go. Nice. Probably thought they were going to go for the second up air. Try to air dodge away from it, but again, that's a multi-hitting option. Drifted away, but still being punished. Not quite able to get back onto solid ground. Back air right over the side special. Clean stuff right here from hrutik with a little bit of positional advantage. I would like to see them play the corner game as well as Raflow's been playing it.
Yeah, it is difficult too, right? We have been using the ink pretty often, right? Gets away from the grab. Raflow made the right call, but just not the right spacing. And right here, a little bit of panic for Raflow to get back onto the ground. Maybe hrutik to capitalize.
Yeah, I know it's sometimes easier said than done than to deal with Samus and Dark Samus's up B. Again, it's an up B. They're above you. They're free fall. You would think now's my time to punish it, but it just feels like they land so quickly every time.
Yeah. Raflow's been doing such a good job avoiding roller too. 2025, and we're now avoiding roller, man.
Dude, it sucks, man.
Finally made it.
It's tough.
I finally made it. Hey, you still can't mash out of it though. They supposedly nerfed that. You still can't mash out of it. It's crazy. All right, putting a little bit of pressure right here. Back airs, all over the place.
Okay.
Bears.
113% and drifting off stage. This is one thing I really have to give to hrutik in this match. I feel like a good majority of this match has been played so well in the corner from both of these two, but namely Raflow. But when it comes to playing off stage, hrutik has shown time and time again to be fearless out there.
Yeah.
And you have to be versus Samus. She has options to come back. We ain't coming back from it. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Wait, I was just talking about not being able to mash out. Raflow got it like that?
The mash of a lifetime. Jesus, we got to see how many fingers he has up there, man.
Yeah, I need to see how his SDI is too. It must be crazy. All right, the F tilt, no double jump right here. Okay. Not opting to go off stage. Not able to pick anything up. Wait a second. A down air on hrutik's end. Now the situation is flipped. No.
Oh, wait a minute. Another flub off stage. This could give hrutik the light at the end of the tunnel. He needs to succeed. Going to go for the... Okay, going to go for the charge special one more time.
Yeah. What I've noticed from Raflow too is just kind of understanding the space in the back air. I feel like Raflow's been doing a good job not allowing himself to get hit by the back airs. Or, man, just not allowing hrutik to get back onto the ground. Maybe that's all he needs. Okay.
Oh.
Hey, clean.
Love that. Options galore. I mean, again, the coverage was just amazing there from Raflow.
Yeah.
Knowing, okay, they're probably going to air dodge this, but when they air dodge, they're going to drop down to a very specific distance away from the ledge, and I should be able to put out one of my multi-hitting aerials that are so good on Samus, you know, to cover your recovery coming back. So great stuff right there to Raflow. And hrutik, of course, one of the finest Inkling players I've seen in quite some time. You know, I think us in Ultimate, sometimes we're quick to write out some of those early meta characters out of Ultimate's history because of DLC and the ever-changing meta. You know, even today, meta's still changing, but I still think Inkling can contest with some of the better characters.
You heard it here, man. Inkling's coming back.
She's coming back, dude. She ain't done yet.
Yeah.
She ain't done yet. And neither are we, friends, if you're just tuning in. It's a GX #2, okay? That's right. We're on the GX series now, and we're having a lot of fun here in San Jose,